Welcome to MOTORVAULT. I am Josh, and this is a 1980 Ferrari 308 GTSI. In the late 1960s, Ferrari had come out with their first mid-engine affordable sports car, that being called the Dino. The Dino was a great-looking car, but its major issue is that it was a 6-cylinder, not an 8 or not a 12. So by the time the Dino had wrapped up in 1974, Ferrari had come out with this, the 308, the game changer. With its great Italian wedge-shaped design, Pininfarina body, Ferrari really hits the nail on the head. Being powered by a 2.9-liter V8 with a 5-speed manual transmission, the 308 had great looks, Italian heritage, and was not the crazy expensive car as a 512 BBI was in cars similar to such. The Ferrari 308 was a really strong car, carbureted, sold decent, better than the Dino, but it really didn't have its fame until 1980, when even though sales on the 308 were really strong, better than the Dino, this car didn't really explode until in 1980. The 308 was the star car in Magnum PI with Tom Selleck. Absolute legend. The red target top, wedge-shaped sports car with the Macho Man behind the wheel, the target top down. How could you beat it? That show for the entire decade, making this car an absolute poster car for any child or man in that era. This particular car, the 1980 version of the 308, was the first year for the Bosch fuel injection system, giving it the I on the end of GTS. The GTB was the coupe, the GTS was the target top as such, and the GTSI was the injected car that came out in 1980. The 2.9-liter V8 had 211 horsepower, back to the 5-speed manual transmission, and sounds absolutely fantastic. Small Italian V8, mid-engine, gated manual transmission. It is hard to beat. The 308 GTSI was produced from 1980 until 1982, with 1,743 of those cars being produced. This particular example is finished in its original Rosso Corsa paint with the narrow interior and is unrestored with 28,000 original miles. This car has lived in Indiana since 1985 and has been under one family ownership ever since. This car recently had a large service completed by Auto and Sports Classics in Brownsburg and has documented service records going all the way back till 1994. During the 2019 service at Autocar Sports and Classics, there was a multitude of things completed, including the replacement of the brake pads, front alignment, wash of all of the fluids, replace timing belts and tensioners, and check the camshafts and timing. During this service, there was nearly $10,000 of work put into this 308. Pininfarina design, red exterior, 5-spoke wheels. One of the best looks that you'll ever see on a classic Ferrari. Timeless, as Tom Selleck showed in Magnum PI.